So tomorrow night I leave for New Zealand. And so I've got all my stuff strung out across the living room floor here. I've got the kids here. They're playing with Play-Doh, it looks like. Mama's
making food, not Play-Doh.
Making food.
Real food, toaster waffle.
All right, okay, hush. Mama's in bed because she's 8 months pregnant, so she's not extremely excited for me to go on this trip, but good opportunity, kind of last minute thing. So what I wanted to do is go over some of my gear and show you kind of what I'm packing. I know everybody does things in a little different way, but I just wanted to show some of the gear that I've got to take along, and then also I'll show kind of how I pack my pack and everything. So here goes. All right, the first thing I'll go over is my clothing really quick, just because that's probably the most simple. Rain gear is always a must. You never know what kind of weather you're gonna run into. I know I'm gonna be in what's called the Southern Alps. There are some year-round glaciers and some snow up in the mountains, so I'm bringing my heavier rain gear rather than just the light stuff. That way, if I get into a situation where I need that extra warmth or extra heat, I can throw on my rain gear and that'll help hold in some of my body heat. Always bring gaiters. I love these by Trek. Another thing I'll bring is my Armor Loft vest. Always like to have that in case it gets cold. Bringing 2 sets of clothing, basically 2 suits. One for lighter weather or cooler weather, one for a little bit warmer weather. I've got the early season, Ridge Reaper early season. This is my favorite. I mean, I can, if I have to, I can go down into some colder temperatures by throwing on some long johns or any of that type of thing. And then I've got just the regular Ridge Reaper series. This is some cold gear and then some wool underwear for if it gets cold at night. Usually that's what I'll sleep in. So that pretty well covers the clothing. Got my gloves, a beanie, a couple pairs of socks, a t-shirt, and of course, my lucky hat. Gotta have the lucky hat. All right, moving on from clothing, obviously you've got binoculars, bio wipes for necessary cleanness of the undercarriage, toilet paper, the normal toiletries, which basically all I bring is toothbrush, toothpaste, dental floss, and a sport. Got my Survival Medic, which is from Adventure Medical Kits or Survive Outdoors Longer. Got my pocket knife, some extra paracord, headlamp, and a sharpener for my knife. All that stuff is going to cram into this little bag here for convenience. As I said, I've got the Escape Bivvy from Survive Outdoors Longer. Depending on the weather, if it's not going to snow or rain, then I probably will forego the tent and just pack the bivvy in and use that. It's a lot lighter, easier to deal with. Jet oil, water bottle, game bags, gotta have meat bags, camp pad. There's my tent, so if it's gonna snow or rain, if there's some weather, then I'll pack the tent instead of the bivvy. A little more weight, but that extra protection. 30-degree bag, I'm expecting it to be a little bit cooler up in the mountains. My Ox backpack. And now we'll get into the camera gear. Okay, as far as camera equipment goes, this season I'm going to do something a little bit different. Rather than pack around my small Canon S21, I'm going to try to shoot everything on my SLR. This is a Canon 60D. So it's a little bit heavier than what I'm used to. Requires a little bit more operation as far as getting the focus and everything right. So if some of this footage comes to you and it's out of focus, well, it's my fault for experimenting with a new camera. Telephoto lens, just a smaller, just a 200mm telephoto lens, but you know, obviously I want to get in close. So if something's way out there, I'll just throw that lens on there. Got a mic for some audio on that. Here's the head strap for the GoPro. Now I've got the head strap for the GoPro right now. I've got the waterproof housing is mounted to my bow right now. A lot of times I'll mount it to my walking stick. This is something that I can extend out there. This little pouch comes in handy to throw in all of my extra batteries and SD cards, backpack for the GoPro. I like to, you know, on a trip like this, I'm only going to be, you know, gone and away from power for up to 8 days, probably less than that. So it's a lot easier for me to just pack extra batteries than it is to pack my Goal Zero or something where I need that extra battery charge. Some of the hunts where I know I'm going to be gone longer, or if I'm, you know, going to run my cell phone or my satellite phone or any of that type of thing, Then I'll pack in the Goal Zero to make sure and keep everything charged. Satellite phone I don't have, as well as, forgot to mention, is for water sterilization, I can't find my steri pin. So I'll have to either go buy one tomorrow before I leave or get that dug up and full. Just a little reflector for taking photos or shooting video, and waterproof housing for the camera. So, and then I've got my tripod right here on this camera. It's a Gitzo, really nice, lightweight, backpacking, under 3 pounds. It's just a killer setup. Basically, I've got to get all of that into my travel bag, which is the Badlands Terraglide, and into my bow case, which I've done this 100 times. I know it all fits. I know this one's going to weigh about 44 pounds. This one's going to be about 46 pounds, depending on what other personal items I throw in there as far as underwear and that kind of thing. But pretty well got the traveling system down. Pretty excited. Can't wait. You guys excited for me to go to New Zealand? Hudson's not excited. He wants me to stay home, huh? Because he's my best hunting bud. You know what? Next year you're going to come with me, I think.
Am I gonna?
Maybe just Huds.
No!
We'll see. All right, I got to get going.
Bye-bye.